Hey everybody, welcome back. It's good to see you again. Hey, today we're going to be doing a lesson on fourths voicings and how to use fourths. This is something that's been made popular, especially in modern jazz. If you listen to McCoy, Tyner, or Steve Kahn, or some of the other greats, these are guys that have all used the concept of stacking fourths and to make some really incredible concepts out of. So today we're going to try to unfold that and get some different ideas with it. So first, let me explain what the concept basically is. Basically what we're doing is we're putting fourths together to make chord voicings. So if you think about if you're in the key of C and you go up a fourth, C, D, E, F, C to F would be a fourth. And of course you can play those notes harmonically, D to G, E to A, F to B, G to C, A to D, B to C, or B to E, excuse me, and then C to F. And you can get these. Sounds kind of clunky, but if you break it up into lines, sounds kind of nice. But the concept here is taking that even one step further and stacking them up one more level. So maybe I would do C, F, and B, D, G, and C, E, A, D, F, B, E, G, C, F, A, D, and G, and then B, E, A, and then back to the beginning again. All right, now this gets really cool, and one of the nice things about it is there's no thirds in these chords, so you don't hear a third to really define where the chord is, which is kind of cool sounding. Now I'm going to take a concept here, so let's take the idea. Let's put it in D minor, for instance. So if I'm playing like a D minor 7 and I'm thinking I'm in Dorian, so I'm sort of the second degree from C, I'm basically playing a C major scale. But landing on the second degree. Now a lot of times if you're playing with something like this, you're going to do, your home bass normally is the pentatonic. So let me play pentatonic, let you hear it. All right, very normal sound that you have. Now the second layer, if you want to get a little bit more jazzy, is you start to play these Dorian sounds. Let me do that a little bit. All right, so that's sort of the Dorian types of sounds. But now we're going to do something where we start to do fourths. And let me explain how to do this then. So if we're starting on the root note of D, I can do the notes D, G, and C. And then all I'm going to do, if I took the C major scale and played it linear along the neck instead of playing it in a position, I would get these notes. So D, E, F, G, A. If I took it on the next line, I could start from the G note, and it would be Mixolydian, G, A, B, C, and D. And if I took it from the C note, it would be Ionian, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Incidentally, soon I'm going to be releasing my daily workouts 9 through 12. Not super soon, but pretty soon. And those will go through all of the modes going along the neck like I just played it. That's a hard thing to do, but a really necessary thing for a guitar player. So if you want to learn more about that, look for that in the future. All right, so if I took these voicings then and I did D, G, and C, and I just started going up along every one of them, up along the scale, I would do E, A, and D, F, B, and E, G, C, and F, A, D, and G, B, E, and A, C, F, and B, and then I'm back to the top. All right, let me play that concept first. All right, you hear already it's starting to sound pretty open and very cool sounding, because again, I'm really avoiding the thirds in there, so not really defining where the chord is. Now, if I took it on the next string set, I'm going to add that third in, and I'm going to go G, C, F, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. And this is going to really sound like, for comping, it'll sound very organ-like. Here, I'll put on a chorus to make it get more of the idea. All right, very cool sounding. And then let me add one last note. I'm going to put the fifth on top, and I'm going to get this full chord just by combining these. And these are really wonderful voicings. All right, let's try that. So now you've got these voicings. As your voicings that you can use for comping. It sounds very organish and really cool sounding. Now you can add a couple of different things to it. First of all, you can approach any of these chords by a half step. So if you just did a little bit of practice on this, sounds pretty cool. And then I can do half steps in there as well. Pretty cool sounding. Now, the next step you can do on comping is you can do, this is a Miles Davis trick. He would just take like a note anywhere in the thing, and he would do a half step. Okay, let's try that. And then you can, of course, do it with two notes as well. That one's a really hard one, really cool sounding though. So you get the idea with that. All right, and some of that's pretty out sounding, but it's, you know, again, modern jazz sort of sounding. So when you combine it with the half steps and those sort of things, you can get some really, really cool sounds. And then what Steve Conn would do is he would start playing those sort of lines with it. All right, you get the idea with that. So there's a lot of territory you can cover. One thing I'd say is, you know, go to the greats on this stuff. So go to Steve Conn or go to McCoy, Tyner, some of the other great players. Eddie Daniels did some great stuff with this. Listen to what they do. See if you can get some of the lines from them. Try to take those lines and just use a backing track or whatever. Improv with your own ideas and then sort of incorporate them. I'm going to leave you with one last one, and this one's a really simple one. This is sort of a John Mayer concept. So he would take the pentatonic and he would sort of make chords out of the pentatonic, but he also might make lines like this. And he might do lines like this with it. All right, you get the idea with that too. So I'm just taking those sort of lines, making little melodic patterns out of them. So hopefully that helped you. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of stuff to work on, check out on your own, and some things to explore with fourths. And as always, until next time, God bless.